Hey folks, this is Kirk Randazzo from the University of South Carolina with another Leadership in 3D segment. Today we're going to explore whether or not leadership is something that people are born with. That is, whether leadership is a genetic trait or perhaps something that we can all learn and develop. Now, the conventional wisdom out there is that most people believe leadership is genetic. And to be effective, you have to be born with that leadership gene. For many, this belief is rooted in the notion that leadership is about a position or a title, and without the genetic ability to lead, we'll never hold that position or we will never get that title. Unfortunately, this turns leadership into an either-or phenomenon, because either you have the title or you don't. And instead, I like to think about leadership the exact same way we think about things like art or music or possibly playing sports. Are there people out there who are born with a genetic talent to be great artists, or musicians, or athletes? Sure there are. For example, I'm a saxophone player, I love jazz, and one of the individuals who transformed that genre is Charlie Parker, a phenomenal musician, even though he didn't have any formal music education. In fact, his biography indicates that he dropped out of school at the age of 15 to move to New York City and pursue a career as a professional musician. Now, admittedly, I'm no Charlie Parker. But does that mean that I automatically am horrible at playing the saxophone? Well, I'm hoping you're shaking your head, and I appreciate the support in that, even though you've never heard me play. But maybe as evidence that I'm not a horrible musician, I've had individuals hire me on multiple gigs. That is, they have paid to hear me play multiple times. So I'm no Charlie Parker, but I'm also not a horrible musician. I fall someplace in the middle. And if I wanted to get better, there are two things that I could do right away to make me a better musician, better jazz player, a better saxophone player. And those two things are, first, I could learn. I could take lessons, I could read books, I could watch videos, I could go to concerts, I could learn everything there is to know about jazz, about music theory, about the technique of playing the saxophone. I could learn everything there is to know about that instrument, but that doesn't automatically make me a better player unless I put that into practice. And guess what? Leadership works the exact same way. Are there people who are born with a genetic talent to lead? Absolutely. But for the rest of us, we can learn. We can listen to videos like this. We can read books like my forthcoming volume, Leadership in 3D. We can go to workshops. We can attend seminars. We can learn everything there is to know about leading, but that won't automatically make us better unless we put this into practice. So if you grant to me that leadership can work like this, then rather having it be an either-or phenomenon wrapped up in a position or a title, leadership exists on a continuum, and we all fall somewhere on that line. But the neat thing is that all of us start at zero. And if you think I'm wrong, I promise you, on the day you were born, you were not leading squat. You were completely dependent on someone else. But over time, we learn, we have experiences, and we put things into practice that move us across the continuum. And if we are still intentional and keep learning and putting those things into practice, who knows where that might take us? Maybe to a point where we literally change the world, or even if we don't change the whole world, if we just change our little corner of it, I would consider ourselves incredibly successful leaders. So 2 questions for you right now. Where do you fall on that continuum today? And where do you want to be at some point in the future? Whatever that distance is, there are things you need to learn and put into practice to move you across that line. So I hope you've enjoyed this Leadership in 3D segment. Please check out the book for more details and keep your eyes open for more 3D segments over the next several weeks. Thank you for spending a few minutes learning about leadership. I hope this information was helpful. And remember, no matter where you are on your journey, you have my best wishes as you become a more effective leader. Thank you.